Hey, welcome to J23 Fitness. I have a really quick word for you. Listen to what the Lord is saying to us. So this is found in Jeremiah 29:11. Okay, it says, I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. So the Lord is saying, what the Lord is asking, He wants you to describe your childlike personality. He says, does it only come out on the weekends? He says, how do you activate the child within you? He says, and when you find it, take a mental and heart picture and repeat it, okay? He says, because I want to play too. He says, come when you fall. Come when you don't understand. He says, the table is always open to you to come to eat with me, okay? So listen to what it says in John chapter 14, verse 27. It says, this is the Amplified version. So he says, peace I leave with you, my perfect peace I give you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. He says, do not let your heart be troubled, nor let it be afraid. Let my peace calm you in every circumstance and give you courage and strength for every challenge. So we know that this peace we can't get on our own. So the peace that the world gives is when everything around us is okay, we're peaceful. But the peace we receive, this is a supernatural peace. Yes, you have to try it if you haven't tried it. You can't explain it. It's an experience. So it's a kind of peace that when all the storms around you are there, you're peaceful, okay? But you have to ask for it, right? He says, come and ask me to help you, right? So he says, what else does he say? I know I wrote it down. He says, so back to these thoughts. He says, he knows it's not going to be easy, but he wants you to think good thoughts. He wants you to leave all your anxieties at his feet. He says, I'm watching and I hear your thoughts. He says, replace them quickly with good thoughts and things. He says, plan your play daily, okay? And he says, this is the best way to hear from him, okay? He says, this will help you get a right perspective of God, which is that he simply loves you. That's it. Remember, he's a giver. He gave his only son to die on the cross while we were still sinners. So let's not get stuck in I'm good or I'm bad, because while you're there, if you think you're too good, you might not want to ask for any help because you might think you don't need it. Okay, he doesn't get stuck in that. Or if you're bad, you're also not going to come because you think you messed up. We all fall short of the glory of God. That's in Romans chapter 3, verse 23. And till the day we go back to be with him, we will always fall short. We will just start to fall less. We will start to sin less. And once we learn his ways and his thoughts, but you have to experience it, and you can only experience it one step at a time while you walk with him. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. This is the only way you will receive it. You can't buy it. So take your hands off, sit at his feet like Mary did. He said, Martha, Martha, when Martha was asking Jesus, when he came to visit Mary and Martha, and they were expecting some guests, and Mary was sitting at his feet listening to him teach, and Martha comes up to Jesus and she says, Jesus, aren't you going to tell Mary to help me? And he says, Martha, Martha, you are worried about many things, but Mary found it. And it is only one thing that is required, is to learn from him, because he sees everything, he knows everything. And once you discover this, remember, you have to discover it. Once you discover it, you will be asking him about everything. So I don't know who needed to hear that. God bless you.